right, I know it's been a while. So this is an update since my trip from Dallas. So I still want to go, but it's just my kid's father is in their life, and I worry about you know them missing him, and them being so far away, because we're gonna be like 14 hours away, even though they can there's plane trips, there's all that we can do, and FaceTime, so they can stay connected. And like lots of parents sometimes live in other places. But that's just been weighing on me real heavy. But I also have been told not to do things because you feel bad. So I would only not move to Texas because I feel bad about taking my kids from their dad. And they have a good relationship. He's involved or whatever. It's just he's just not. We're just not good for each other. And I'm 35. Like, we're moving in two different directions now. I'm 35. I've never moved. I've never lived somewhere else. And I like Texas, and I want a fresh start. But we have kids together, and it just makes things complicated. I know there's ways around things. My help is here, but when I think about it, yeah, like, I'm all right. I see my mom. We'll go out to eat and stuff like that together. And if I'm in a bind and maybe I need, something might happen with the car, I need her to pick me up or whatever. And she recently did have to pick us up because my car conked out, and I had to get a tow and everything. But she hasn't had to do that in a minute. I'm just thinking about how little things like that, not having anybody to call. If your car goes down or whatever, but there's always Lyft and shit like that, and you just never know how the universe is going to work things out to protect you and get you where you need to be. And far as paying my bills, like, I'm already on my own and taking care of myself, and I have a remote job. And recently the previous manager did turn down my relocation, but she is no longer there. Like, somebody else is the manager. So I've been thinking about asking the new manager, can I move, and see what they say. It's just really up to that person. It just depends on who you're talking to. And because we are approved as a company to work out of Texas and Florida and North Carolina, it's just that particular boss was like, no, because what if your internet go down or something like that, you can't go into the office. So that's why she said no. But like I said, I can ask my new manager. So yeah, that's where I'm at with things, and I'm stuck in my lease till August. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move in July, and the lease is up like August 18th. So I'm gonna pay, I guess, half of that rent, so I can go ahead and leave and ain't gotta wait till July, because the kids start back school in August. So, and then I'm just gonna move. I had been looking at places close by, like Columbia, Georgetown, because I'm also thinking about my pockets too. Because I don't want to be spending most of my money in rent. I want to have a decent place and decent rent price. Even though I done found some good, well, I haven't seen them in person, but I've seen some things that's in my price range or whatever. Maybe a little bit higher, but not that much higher that, would just break me. That's in Arlington and even Dallas. They look a little hood, but I have to see it in person, So it's just, you have to see it in person, see what you can put up with. And some of those places have bad reviews. Even if they spending about like $1,300 for a 2-bedroom, you still see bad reviews. Like, this is ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. But I want to live in the city that I want to live in. And I just feel like everything's gonna work out the way I need it to. Plus, I'm gonna be finished with medical coding in a couple of months. I got a new career. Not exactly sure what they start out with, but I think it's around like the $18, $19 range, maybe more. So, I mean, I'm going to be all right regardless. And the skill set I got as far as like patient access, registration and stuff, I can work in anybody's hospital. I really can. The holdup is that I'm not there. I'm not there to go on these job interviews. I'm not there to work on site. I'm not there to get the school situated and everything. And just everything's on a standstill. And I'm sometimes I be losing my nerve to move. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know about moving. But I also can't stay here either. Like, I can't. And Columbia and Sumter and stuff is really not appealing to me. So, there's a light on back here. I wish they'd come on. I just got a t-shirt on. I did not dress up for work today, okay? It was t-shirt, sweats. Nobody sees me. So that's the good thing. But anyways, yeah, so Cornerstone Staffing. She's been coming with the jobs and stuff, and then they be like $20 an hour. Doing patient access. That's the most money I've ever made in my life, $20 an hour. And then it's patient access with my experience and stuff. So, I mean, the jobs are there. I'm just not there. I would rather it be remote to make sure I have childcare on deck. But, I don't know what school they're going to be going to. Never know. They may have after school programs or a place that will pick them up from school and take them to school. So I can work the hours that I need to work, So, it's just, things are just up in the air. And it's really too soon. I'm looking at moving in July. What is it? April, May, June. I got 2 more months. Things are kind of in the air. But I have actual figures for things like the U-Haul truck and the dolly to take my car. $1,300. And that is with movers. That is with people that will come load the truck and unload the truck when I get there. They're like, there's a company when I get to Texas, they'll come, or these guys, I guess they freelancers, they'll come and unload the truck for me. $1,300. I'm just doing the driving, which is fine. My mom is down to take the ride with me out there. And what else? I done found a couple apartments that has room that meets my income level and has the wash and dry, all the amenities that I want. So I got stuff in place, very loosely planned, but I got concrete numbers. I got concrete. I know where I'm going to do certain things. Now, if it's going to work out, I don't know. Will I get approved for the apartment? I don't know. I have not seen the apartment in person. I may see if they can do a walkthrough for me. I'm just really waiting for get closer to July, because you know how some apartments ain't ready till a certain date. Right now, they don't have anything that might be ready in July. I need to look again because it's always changing. So if I get something that's ready in July, have them look, do like a virtual tour, and then I, apply, see if I get approved. If I get approved, give them their down payment or whatever, Then I got my place secured. And then when come July, you know, I know where I'm going. And then I know where I'm going. I know where the kids are going to be going to school. And then I can ask my job if I can relocate. If they say no, then I'm going to let it go. I'm going to go ahead and pay up my rent for about a month or two. And like a month ahead or 2 months. And I'll just give me a job when I get there. I got the staffing agencies. They'll put me to work. Push come to shove. They'll put me to work, and I'll go work on site somewhere. Even though I don't want to, but, you know, we got to eat and stuff. But at least I'm going to give myself about a month to sightsee, spend time with the kids. I might take the summer off with them and then start looking for work, you know, towards the end or whatever. That's only if my job turns down my relocation. So if they turn down my relocation, I would just take that as a sign to take a sabbatical for about a month or two. Be fun employed for about a month or two. Go to that staffing agency and get to work. So those are the updates on the plans. And you know, and I also, partly the reason I wanted to make these videos is because, you know, I'm also making a big relocation, single with 2 kids. So I want to put my story out there because I was so inspired by other single moms making this big move by themselves, you know. And I would see, you know, and I'm not interested in just any relocation story. Because if I see that she got a man, like, I might listen to it. But if I see she got a man or she got family there when she get there, it's like, it's less interesting. Especially if they got a husband or somebody to move with. It's less interesting. Or if they don't have no kids, nobody, just, you know, this isn't fun. Like, you good. Like, you single with no kids. What are you afraid of? Like, if I had no kids, I wouldn't be scared of shit. I would just be bye. Like, I wouldn't think twice about it. I wouldn't think twice about it. My family already they're scattered all over the place. They're not in South Carolina, except for my mom. I have my mom and my cousin. You know, and, you know, if something happened, they come through. Oh, and the kid's dad is here, but he ain't even from here. He's been only here for the last 5 or 6 years. He's from Charleston. So if I get in a bind, you know, of course I got somebody to call, but I also don't see my family like that anyway. I don't see them like that anyway. You know, and I've been all right so far, thankfully. I've been okay. I haven't needed a whole lot of help. Where the hell am I checking it? Anyways, I have not needed a whole lot of help. Thankfully. And hopefully it stays that way. Or, you know, I have people in position when I get there. Like, I've built up relationships and, you know, something happened. I've already built those relationships up. But you know, with kids and stuff, you have to be super strategic about everything. Everything. As you got 2 kids, you got babies depending on you. And I ain't about to be in the street. You know, if push comes to shove, we have to sleep in a hotel for, you know, a couple of weeks or something like that. Hopefully not. Hopefully it never comes to that. You know. And I know how to Lyft and Uber my way around. I ain't about to be living in the middle of nowhere where it's hard to get a ride or hard to get groceries delivered or whatever I need. Like, that ain't about to happen. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to be smart about it. But, here he come. Finally. Yeah, thank you. Oh, I meant to say plain shit. I meant to say plain wings. What time is it? 11:30. Anyways, you just gotta be strategic about everything. So, you know, and I see single women, single young ladies scared to move or make big changes. And you by yourself, you ain't got nobody to worry about. It's like, the fuck is you scared about? What are you afraid of, yo? There's nothing to be scared of. It's just you. If something happened, you end up sleeping in the car. You know what? It's just you. You all right. You will live. You won't be there forever. But me, sleeping in the car is a no-go at all. We not doing that. So, I never ate on camera before. I meant to tell them plain. And where's the napkins? There's no sauce. Like, you gotta ask for napkins. It's not something that they just give you. Anyway, so that's my update. I'm gonna start rambling. I'm gonna come back. I don't know who, you know, I'm into astrology and stuff like that. I wanted to talk about some astrotography. I want to chit chat about that. So if you're interested in astrology and relocation astrology or travel astrology, just check out my next videos. But I'm gonna eat, and then I will talk to you again soon. Bye.